everyone, I'm Monroe Steele, and if you love fashion, travel, beauty, and creating an incredible life, you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe and join the fam. All right, you guys, we are back with another vlog. This is going to be a couple of days in my life here in Miami. I have been getting back into the swing of things. I have quite a few events coming up, so it should be a fun one. So get your wine, get your tea, get your coffee, get your snacks, because it's gonna be a good one. We are kicking it off with a fashion shoot in the Miami Design District. You guys know I used to shoot like my outfits very regularly, and then I just stopped because I felt like it was kind of like a dying art. People aren't shooting just straight street style anymore. It's more about like what you're wearing in the moment. But honestly, I don't have enough of those moments to be able to document where I have someone with me who can take photos. But I want to get back into that in 2026. Like, I want to bring 2016 back as far as blogging and content creation, and so that's what we're doing today. I put together 3 looks to shoot in the Miami Design District. I'm going to meet my photographer and assistant Maria in Miami Design, and we're going to shoot these looks. By the way, Miami is having a cold front right now, which is incredible. Like, I don't mind having a few cold days, but just a few. Just a few. I moved to Florida for a reason, okay? So all of my looks are very fall-esque, as fall as it can get here in Miami. So I'll be sure to link all of the looks down below. Come with me to Miami Design District. Let's go. Hey y'all, I am back from shooting in Miami Design. It was a very successful shoot. We did 3 looks and I got so many compliments from people on my outfits, but I have linked all 3 looks down below. Most of them are super affordable with pieces from Zara, pieces from Quince, Amazon. I really tried to keep it, you know, classy, cute, and accessible. So yeah, I got home and I got some new in items from my girl Janae. Janae, formerly known as Hilo Lux. She is the CEO of 12 PM Studios. They have some incredible sunglasses, and she sent me 2 pairs of the latest releases, so I wanted to show you guys, just in case you are unfamiliar. How good is the packaging? It's just beautiful, like brown with gold. We have the box here, and in every box the sunglasses come in this beautiful like leather snake embossed case, and you have a little sunglass cleaner as well with 12 p.m. Studios. So the first pair that I got are the Milans. Now the Milans are actually my favorites. I have them in black, and I wore them pretty much as soon as I had them towards the end of all last year. But they just came out with the tortoise, and the tortoise is, it's just giving. I love an oval pair of sunglasses, and I didn't have one in my repertoire until I got the Milans in black. But like, how good is this tortoise? These are gonna be all the rage, okay? I feel like for spring and summer, when you don't wanna go heavy with a black, I feel like black is very fall winter, then you could work with these. They're a little bit lighter. You'll probably be wearing more creams, more whites, more neutrals in the summer, and these will just look so fantastic with them. So these are the Milans in tortoise. I will be sure to link them down below. Just stunning, and they're almost like see-through on the sides. So bomb, so cool, love. And then we have the Havana, which is, I believe, their newest frame, and this is in gold and green. But what I love about these sunglasses is that the rim is kind of like a champagne brown, and I have never seen a frame this color before. So cool. The lenses are green, and then you have a little bit of silver here and gold, so a little mixed metal. And with this hair, I love them even more. These are stunning. Look at this color, how rich it is. All the way around the frames, it's almost like a golden brown. And then with those, with the green lens. So these are the latest sunglasses from 12 p.m. Studios, the Havana. And I think you should get them because they are sleek. They are fabulous. Look at this color. I have never seen a sunglass in this color, a beautiful like brown. And I mean like an us brown. So fire. Look at this. And they're super lightweight, but they give sturdy, okay? So we love. Shout out to Janae. Thank you to 12 p.m. Studios for sending these over. I'm gonna be wearing them a lot. So yeah, you guys, it was a very successful shoot. I'm really excited to edit the content and get it up. Let's see, what do I have on my schedule for the rest of the day? What I have actually been doing is planning out my life every day now. I wanted to shout out my girl Tashira of Politics and Fashion, because for Christmas she sent me some paper from Cloth and Paper, and I have been using it and I love it. I love their weekly task dump, so I can write what I'm doing every day of the week, and then over here I can put like all of my tasks for the week. So for today, I was supposed to cycle, but I ended up shooting. I had a meeting at 1 with production. You guys know I am really trying to get my own product up and running this year. Cross your fingers. Things are happening. We are in the creation production stage. So I had a meeting with my team. I shot with Maria. And all I have left to do is some exercise. I need to go cycling today. So that's what we're gonna do. I have found that aging is definitely a part of my life at this point. I've been trying to hold off on aging. Just kidding, guys. But I feel like nobody really prepares you for this, because inside, I still feel like I'm 20. And I still look great. But inside my body, there's a lot happening. I'm pretty sure I am peri or premenopausal at this point. And I have noticed that I gain weight in places that I have never gained weight, and that it's very hard for me to get the weight off. So I've completely changed my lifestyle so that I can maintain my body. And I don't say that to sound like there's anything wrong with your body the way it is. I just would like to keep my body the way it is for the rest of my life. And I know I'm gonna have to make lifestyle changes in order to do that. And so I used to work out only 3 times a week, like with weights, like with my classes with Gloria. But I'm gonna bump that up to 4 days a week, and I'm lifting heavier now. I used to never do anything more than 15 pounds. I have to lift heavier now, like there's no question about it, I have to. I've started taking my vitamins every single day, like I have to. And I've started making sure I'm doing some kind of aerobic exercise, whether that's cycling. Really, for me, it's cycling. That's what I do to kind of keep up my cardio. I was doing twice a week, barely. So now I've bumped that up to 3 times a week, and I put it on my schedule so that I see it every day, so that I have to cross it off, so that I have to do it. And if I don't do it, I have to do it before the end of the week. And so that's kind of how I'm holding myself accountable with, you know, just taking care of my body, taking care of my health, because your health is the most important thing in your life. If you don't have your health, everything else is just, it's hard. It's very hard. And I've noticed it's when I get sick or something, it's very hard for me to, like, it takes longer for me to bounce back. I used to be sick in my 20s, and I could go partying and I could still feel normal. I could wake up and go about my day. That's just not the case anymore. I'm gonna silence my phone. By the way, I finally got the new phone. So for everyone who was like, girl, I can't believe your phone camera still only has 2 lenses. Yes, I had the iPhone 14 Plus, and it takes pretty good pictures if you just put it in HD. I did elevate my life and get the latest iPhone, and I'm actually really happy with it. The video quality on it is so good. So if I ever want to film YouTube videos and not take my camera, I could definitely use this, and it's almost comparable, maybe even better than the Canon G7X, because it has stabilization, whereas the G7X does not. So I'm really happy with this camera. I mean, with this camera and with this phone. But yeah, so I think all of that to say, getting older is gonna happen if you're lucky, if you're blessed. And I'm lucky and blessed. But I wanna also stay on top of my health and, you know, cutting out sweets and cutting out processed foods and sugar. It's just like I have to do it in order to keep a nice, healthy, fit, trim body that is gonna last me the rest of my life. So we're gonna go cycling. You know, since we weren't able to do it this morning, we're going to do it. We're gonna do it now. I cycled 20 miles the day before yesterday, and so I think I'm gonna do 20 more miles today. And I will take you guys along for the ride. By the way, if you ever want to join our workout classes with Gloria and I, by the way, Gloria is in her 50s and her body is banging. And so I want my body to look like hers when I'm in my 50s. And so she be whooping us. But the classes have done wonders for me. If you want to join our classes, I'll put a link down to it below. The classes are online. So you can do it from anywhere. All you need is a yoga mat and some weights. And yeah, it's super fun. It's a group setting. And she always makes modifications in case you can't do something. So it's all levels. It doesn't matter if you've never worked out in your life, you will still be able to work out with us. So if you want to make a change in your life this year, join us. We have fun. All right. All of the classes are 45 minutes long. We have classes every day except Wednesday and Sunday, and you can make your own schedule. So I'll link it down below, but let's go for a ride. Good morning, everybody. It is a brand new day. I actually started the day off with a workout with my girl Life with Glory B. It was an online workout class for about 45 minutes. Showered and got myself together. I'm really all about like curating the most beautiful, romanticized life. I think that's like my goal for 2026 is to just make every day feel beautiful. You know, like life is just so short and there's so much going on in the world to be anxious and stressed about and angry about. So I feel like when you're in your home, when you're in your sanctuary, you have to make it, you know, you have to curate it and make it a place that calms you, that renews you, and that like refreshes your mind, body, and spirit. And so that's what I'm doing. And one of the things that I've kind of implemented to put me in that frame of mind is using that Beauty Sleep linen spray on my bed every morning after I make my bed. So when I get into bed at night, I can still smell that faint fresh lavender, and it just, I sleep like a baby. Okay, and then also it just smells so good. So anytime I enter my room, it's just like I'm entering a field of lavender. So yeah, if you've never heard of The Laundress, I really love their Beauty Sleep linen spray. It has lavender, just things to calm you and ground you. And so I'll link it down below in case any of you are interested. So today I'm going to a jewelry event at this restaurant called Casa Tua in Miami Beach. It's a really beautiful, I believe the restaurant is like a members only club. And I have been there a few times for other events. So I'm looking forward to it. It's with Modern Living magazine, and they are collaborating with a sterling silver jewelry designer and like showcasing their latest collection. I'm not really into silver. I'm definitely a gold girl, but I'm a huge fan of Modern Living, and who knows, like I'm definitely dabbling more in mixing my metals. So if some of you, and I know a lot of you are into silver, I think you'll enjoy this brunch that we're going to. And then tonight we're going to a party at one of my favorite restaurants, Mila, to celebrate Formula E, which is, I believe, a lower tier of like race car driving when it comes to like F1. And Chase Bank invited me to that. And I think my girl Rhea is gonna come with me. So we have a jam-packed day of events, and I of course need to answer a ton of emails. So we're just gonna hop right in. By the way, the reason why I'm actually speaking to you right now, because usually I just do like a morning montage, is because you all always ask about what capsules I get for my Nespresso machine. So I wanted to go over my favorite capsules, or just the capsules that I've gotten in recently. I have the Nespresso Virtuo Plus, which is this one here. It's kind of like rounded, and the water canister can move from side to side. So if you have a smaller counter space, I feel like this one is the best instead of the square kind of clunky one. And then I also invested in a little milk frother to put right next to it. They do have a couple of specialty coffees right now, and this one is called Nola. It's a double espresso, and it is so freaking good. I've been like obsessed with this one ever since I got it. And they do have like a little, well, some instructions here for you to make a New Orleans style coffee. You take a handful of ice, you brew your Nola style blend capsule on top, add milk of your choice, and sweeten to taste. For me, I like it hot. I just cannot drink coffee cold. I don't know if it's just me, but like my ritual in the morning is to feel warm and cozy and comfortable, and drinking something super cold just shocks my system instead of me like instead of it easing into my body and like gradually warming me. That's why I think I like my coffee hot, even when it's hot outside. Like, I just can't drink cold coffee. So I actually make it hot, and I'll show you guys exactly what I do to make this. But the Nola blend, it's very like it has like a cereal type of taste, very like earthy, oaty, and so it works really well with oat milk. Another one that I normally get is the Dolce, and this is what it looks like, just in case like you're interested. This one is another like caramel notes. This one is also a double espresso, and on the boxes it does tell you like the roast. This one is like a 3 when it comes to roastiness, and then you can see it says caramel here and that it's a double espresso. All of them have that information here for you. I am a double espresso girl, but I'm definitely trying to not drink a double espresso every day. It's just a lot of caffeine. And so I did purchase 2 just regular espressos. My normal go-to for just an espresso is Il Cafe. It has a roastiness of 5 and intensely roasted notes. This works really, really well with milk. And as you can see here on the top, hopefully you guys can see that, it tells you the intensity, and look, this one is very intense. And it has a roastiness of like 5 beans. So this is like gonna wake you up, even though it's just an espresso instead of being a double. So Il Cafe, one of my favorites. And then I got this new one that was, I guess, a collaboration with Starbucks, blonde. And I actually really love a blonde roast. I wish this wasn't a collaboration with Starbucks. I wish they had their own blonde, which they don't, which is very weird. But I wanted to try the blonde, just regular espresso roast. And so I got this one as well. What else did I get? I think this one was like a discovery pack. This is for cold experiences, which again, I don't do cold experiences, but I have a lot of friends who do like an iced coffee. And so I keep capsules on tap for people who actually prefer iced coffees. And then let's see, what else did I get? Oh, Scuro. So Scuro is another double espresso. This one is very intense. You can see the intensity has a roast of 4, and again, just intensely roasted. And last but not least, this one is like the best one for milk, and this is another double espresso. This one is called Bianco Doppio. And these names are like, they get me every time. So I'll be sure to link, well, not to link them, but like to write out the capsules that I use, because I think the most asked question I get when people see me make my coffee in the morning is like, what capsules are you using? And I'm definitely not using like the generic chocolate, vanilla, caramel, hazelnut. I find that those, they taste a little bit artificial to me, and so I just prefer flavors like this. So yeah, those are my flavors. I'm gonna quickly make a Nola coffee and show you guys how I do it, and I think we're gonna head upstairs and do a little bit of work before we get ready for brunch today. All right guys, so my coffee is made. I just froth a little bit of oat milk with a bit of agave organic syrup, just like a splash in the milk, and voila. And I used to put the syrup in after. It's so much better when you put the syrup into the milk and let it froth together and then pour it, because you really can judge how much you use. It's so freaking good. By the way, I got this super cute little porcelain cup and the little matching chair for it or a coaster for it from Amazon, and it's just an aesthetic, super cute little porcelain cup. All right, let's head up to the office and crack some of these emails open and do a tiny bit of work before we get dressed and head to brunch. Hey y'all, so I decided, I put on my robe because it's a little chilly up here, but I decided to work in my closet today because I find that I get a little bit more work done versus like sitting at my kitchen table or sitting in the living room. And so I'm just here reading all of your incredible comments on my Tulum vlog. You guys, I had such a great relaxing time in Tulum, and I know a lot of you were like, oh, but by actually filming this video for us, you're working. But it's okay, I was in Tulum for like a week and I only filmed 3 days of that trip for YouTube. And honestly, I feel like filming doesn't feel like work to me. It feels like fun. So I really enjoyed reading all of your comments on that vlog. Currently I have 128 comments and I'm gonna start responding to you all. But just hearing what you all are doing in the new year to just refresh and renew yourselves is super inspiring. And I really appreciate you guys for showing up for me. Like a lot of times, especially in content creation, like you never have off. You work on the weekends. And I know people think it's not like real work, but it's real work. Like I'm answering emails, reading contracts, filming for brands, shooting organic content, filming organic videos. Almost every single day I have something to do, and then going to events. It's a lot. If you don't purposefully set up time to be off, you can work forever. And so I have really like changed my schedule so that I'm off 2 days a week, and I've set up a schedule for myself for my exercise, and just so I can stay on track with my self-care so I don't feel so burnt out at the end of the year. Speaking of burnout, I wrote this article for my Substack about burnout in professional careers. I definitely was close to burnout when I was a physical therapist. If you're new here, I have a doctorate of physical therapy, and I practiced as a physical therapist for 10 years in New York. And I went full-time content creation about 5-6 years ago. It's been such a long time, my goodness. But I wrote all about my experience with working in the healthcare system and working a corporate job. So if you want to read it, head on over to my Substack. And that's another thing. I feel like taking time off, taking time away helps me to be more creative instead of like every day I'm like trying to come up with things. I can kind of rest my brain a little bit and really find the things that I enjoy and want to expose you all to. So starting my Substack in January was definitely like an outlet. I know in the Tulum vlog I hinted at a relationship and that relationship failing. I've made a conscious decision not to share my relationships on YouTube, and I haven't in forever. And it's just because there's some things that I just want to keep for me. I don't think everything is meant for public consumption. But I will mention things if I'm going through a breakup or I'm going through a hard time. Like, I should be able to say that to you all without having to elaborate. So just know that I went through a breakup. And I'm back in therapy. I started therapy January 2nd, and it's been the best thing just to have an unbiased person who can listen and help me decipher what's going on, and to help me find the tools to like better myself and to deal with certain things. And it's just been great. So I feel really good. Like, I'm pretty much over it if I'm being honest. But I have been using Substack as an outlet to talk about past relationships and the lessons I've learned from those relationships. So if you do want to be a little nosy, if you do want to know a little bit more about me, I don't hold anything back. I just tell it all how it is, but it's behind a paywall. So I feel like if you're gonna want to know the intimate details of my past relationships, and these are very old relationships, I'm talking nothing recent, nothing in even the last, I don't know, 3 years, then you can pay to read about it. And I'm definitely thinking about writing a novel, so that's in the works. My product that I hope to be releasing this year is in the works, and having a little bit of time off helps me to like gather those things and get my thoughts together about other things that I would like to do. Because honestly, I vlog almost every day of my life. If you go to my 2025 videos, I don't even know how many videos I did last year, but I'm pretty sure I did 2 videos a week from February to November, and then in December I did 3 videos a week. So, and a lot of those were vlogs. So you gotta think like how much I'm filming to be able to put that much content out. But thank you guys for just allowing me space for me, because I know, like, it's like you're just like, I love my favorite TV show and I want to see it once a week, and when it's gone I'm like, ugh, I get it. And so I'm just really thankful to have a community that knows that I need to pour back into me in order to show up for you guys. So thank you for allowing me to do that and still being here when I'm ready. But we are back on a regularly scheduled posting program every Sunday and every Wednesday. I'm gonna answer a few emails, and I will check back in when we are getting ready to head out to brunch. All right, so I'm just doing my makeup. I'm actually finishing it up, but I wanted to show you guys this new product from Dior. This is the Dior Forever Skin Bronzer, and they sent this to me in PR, and I have been loving it to bring color back to my face after my concealer, my powder, my foundation. And it's so nice. I don't know what color this is. Oh, it's color Intense Tan, which is 05. And I'm just gonna use it to contour my nose. I also put a little bit to contour my chin, and just look how sun-kissed that looks. This looks so realistic. I love it. So we are just going to work that in. I'm gonna use this brush. This is like the brush I use for, and I love it. Like, it's so creamy and easy to use, and it just looks more realistic than a really dark contour. It's definitely giving like sun. It's brought a lot of that just like natural tan brown to my look. And this is, I believe, a new product from them. So I will link it down below in case you guys want to check it out. I also had a code with Dior. It was Monroe, all capital letters, or just Monroe, for a complimentary gift with purchase over $130. I think my code still works. So I will link this down below. And a few more of my Dior beauty favorites in case you want to check them out. I'm going to finish off my look with my Merit Beauty gloss. I've been loving this gloss. A few people have asked me what's the shade of this gloss. It's called Twin Set. It's a mauvey pink. And I'm also going to do my Brownstone Sheer lip liner. I wore this the whole time I was in Tulum, and it's just so good. The lip combo is amazing. And the great thing about this lip liner is that you can build it. So some lip liners are, you put them on and they already lean super dark. You can build this and do a few if you want it to be darker, or if you want it to be barely there, you only do like 1 or 2. But it literally looks like your lip line, but better. And it comes in a few different colors. Again, Merit Beauty, all of their products are clean, vegan, good for you, include skincare. And since I recently, look at that, my lips were better. And since I recently did a partnership with them, I also have a link down below that you can click to go to any Merit product so that you can get up to 15% off of some of their sets. And I like that this has a very like slight mauvey pink vibe, because I'm actually going to wear a pink skirt. And this will kind of pull from that. So that's like my favorite lip combo right now. But I have quite a few. So I will link all of my, well actually I have that one and another one that I really, really enjoy. So let's just blend my blush a little bit better. I'm really trying to up my makeup game in 2026. So I'm going to be watching lots of YouTube videos and tutorials. But I think I really kind of nailed just my basic everyday makeup. The only thing I have left to do is my mascara. I'm going to go in with the Dior Show mascara. How cute is this? It's so chic. It's like leather padded mascara. And I like this because, I mean, the spoolie on this really lifts and separates, and then I can use the tip to get my bottom lashes. I love a good like bottom lash look. So I'm just gonna finish up. I will link all of my everyday makeup down below and any products I mentioned today, and you can check them out. Alright guys, makeup is done. I have gotten myself pretty much together. I have been loving that L'Occitane body cream. It keeps my body shining. So I'm thinking I'm going to wear this Zara blazer dress. I actually got this when I was recently in Paris for Paris Fashion Week and to just chill. I did a whole haul of everything I bought during Paris Fashion Week in the Marrakesh vlog, because right after I left Paris, I went to Morocco, to Marrakesh, just to chill and relax. So if you want to see a haul of everything I got in Paris, definitely watch the Marrakesh Morocco vlog. But this blazer is one of them. It's actually a blazer dress, but it has this hourglass shape. It's such amazing quality. So I thought I would pair it with this really cool skirt that I got from Revolve. It has like a black band here and then a beautiful pink tulip like bubble midi skirt with a tiny little slit. This does come with a matching top, so I will link the set down below on Revolve. It's from the brand L'Academy, which is pretty affordable. You guys, this still has the tag on it, which is crazy, but I thought this would be a really cool look for the event. By the way, the bra that I'm wearing is from COMFELIE. I worked with them all of last year, and I really only wear their bras because they are so comfortable. And this is one of their newest bras with their latest technology, because they're able to incorporate lace and beautiful fabrics into an all spandex bra. Even if you have a very large bust, trust me, you will love their bras. They're so comfortable, they feel like nothing. So I'll link my favorites from COMFELIE below. But let me get this whole look together, and then I'll show you and we will head out. All right, guys, hopefully you can see me, but here's a look at my outfit for this brunch event. I'm wearing this Zara blazer dress. I love the hourglass shape, and I bought this to wear it as a blazer. I could wear it as a dress, but it would be quite short. But I think with like a nice sheer tight and a pump, it would still work. The skirt is from L'Academy, from Revolve. It's definitely giving like Alaya, and it does come with a matching top in this pink that's fitted to the body, and I think cap sleeves and a mock turtleneck if you want both pieces to wear together, but I like breaking them up. For the shoes, not sure if you can see them, but I went with my Schiaparelli golden toe black suede pumps. Now the reason I went with these is because I don't have my toes done. And I feel like when you go to this kind of event, you're really representing yourself, but I'm also representing for pretty much all the black women in Miami when I go to these events as well. Sometimes there's only a few of us at these events. And so I make it my business that if my toes aren't done, I wear closed-toe shoes. So that's just like my philosophy on life. And I do know that these shoes are always like a conversation starter, so I love that. So this is gonna be my look for the evening. Let's pick out a fragrance. I think I'm gonna go with Maison Francis Kirk Dijon Oud Satin Mood. This is the smaller version, so a lot more affordable than the thick, chunky one. But for the vibe, this event is very classy, very elegant. It's all about jewelry. It's at a members club restaurant, so we're going for rich. Who knows, we might even catch a man while there. So this is gonna be my look. I need to figure out a bag. I think y'all know which bag I want to grab. I want to grab my Chanel sandbag because that is, again, another conversation starter. But because my shoes are so wild, I think I'm just going to go with a plain black bag. So you guys hardly ever see this corner of my closet. But this has all of my bags and a few of my shoes down at the bottom. If you want to know more about my closet, please watch my closet reveal video. My closets were done by a really incredible company based here in South Florida. They transformed this entire room to create such a beautiful closet. The brand is Fatou Sous Mazura, and I'll link them down below. If you're looking for any custom cabinetry, closets, kitchens, bathrooms, they do it all. I'll put a link to them down below if you're in the South Florida area. But I think we're gonna go with my Demelier London bag. This is actually a very affordable bag. The quality is insane. You can see that like croc emboss, and then it has a little gold clasp that is magnetic for a closure. It's very like, I don't know, Jackie Kennedy to me. That's like the vibe it gives. Super like unassuming, but if you look close, you could tell that the quality is there. So I'll link this bag as well. It does come in a few different sizes. You can see the Demelier London there. Like, the quality is so good. It's also adjustable here. gold hardware. And then on the inside, you do have like one zippered little pocket. So this is perfect. I can fit you guys in here. My phone will fit in here. You know, everything I need. So that's the full look. Let's head out. Hey y'all, so I am back from the event, and the event was with Modern Luxury in partnership with Busalati, which is a silver jewelry brand and like homeware, home decor brand. And they had all of their silver homewares out, which was really cool. They have crustaceans or animals of the sea. There was a lobster, a little crab that opened up, a little seashell, a lobster, and it was really neat. And so they gave us a little gift on the way out, and it's just a book all about the brand, which was founded in Milan in, I believe, 1919. So very cool. I love a good coffee table book. This is by Azuline, and I was just flipping through it to learn a little bit more about the brand and the artisans and how they create their beautiful jewels and such. And it was really cool. I had so much fun at the event. I got to meet some incredible women, the women I were sitting with. Like, we had the best conversations about fashion, about like fashion week, about our favorite brands, about home. One of the women was renovating a home, and we had a lot to talk about. And it was just great getting out and meeting new people and like making friends. And also quite a bit of friends that I already know were there, like my girl Carolina, Ria was there, George. It was just so nice to see some familiar faces and have a delicious brunch at Casa Tua, which is an Italian members only club here in Miami. Sorry if you can hear someone revving up their motorcycle in the background. I don't know what they're doing out there. Anywho, as soon as I got home, I put back on my house dress and my robe because I just like to be comfortable, and I'm not going anywhere for quite a few hours. We have another event tonight at Mila with Chase and Formula E. There's also going to be a DJ there, which is DJ D Nice. Y'all remember during the pandemic when they were putting on like pandemic DJ shows and you would tune in? I'm very, very excited to see or hear the sounds of D Nice. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. My outfit for later is definitely gonna be a little more edgy, whereas today or earlier today it was like classy, elegant, chic for the event. So I really think about the event that I'm attending, what the occasion is, what the vibes are, to kind of decide what I'm going to wear. And I hope that kind of walking through that gave you all an insight to how I dress for different events. You don't have to have a standard uniform. You can switch it up, you know? And I find that fashion is more fun that way. Everybody loved my shoes. The Schiaparellis were a hit. They were definitely a conversation starter, and I love that. So yeah, such a fun event. The food was amazing. We had this pesto pasta and the tiramisu, chef's kiss. So I'm gonna spend the next couple of hours just finishing up some emails and relaxing for a bit, catching up on my YouTube girlies, and then we'll get ready tonight to head out to the next event. But just so you guys know, it's not like this every single day, but if I wanted to go to an event every day in Miami, I could, because as a content creator, there are so many events here, just because generally the weather is fairly nice. So brands love to come here and activate. Like 7 days a week. So I'm gonna get some work done. By the way, the robe is Fee Noel, one of my favorite black owned businesses. The house dress is Skims. And yeah, let's get a little work done, and then we'll get ready for this evening's event. Hopefully they're serving food, because Mila is one of my favorite restaurants here, especially Mila Lounge. So they have just Mila, which is their rooftop restaurant. They have an incredible brunch. If you're ever in Miami and you want a really good brunch on Saturday or Sunday, go to Mila. Mila Lounge, which is downstairs, is my favorite for dinner. It's pricey, but you're gonna have an incredible experience, and you're gonna love your meal. And they also have a members only club downstairs as well, which I don't know how much you gotta pay a year, a month, a day, but they have an amasaki there, and I've been able to go because of events that they've held in the space during Art Basel 2024. So if you want to see the omakase there, check out any Art Basel vlog I did in 2024. And I think that's it. Anywho, let's relax for a bit, and I will check back in with you all soon. Guys, it is a brand new day. Last night I did not make it to the Mila event for Formula E. I made the mistake of starting Bridgerton season 3 and I got engrossed. Y'all, Shonda Rhimes, the writer, she really has us out here watching anything, because the way I'm engrossed in Bridgerton, it is so good. Shonda is just, she's an incredible writer. And I really like look up to her when it comes to her ability to just keep people intrigued, keep people's attention with all of her shows. She was the writer behind Scandal, I believe Grey's Anatomy. Like, she is just, when it comes to writing, and y'all know I'm reflexing my writing chops in my Substack, I'm just a huge fan of hers. So yeah, today is Saturday, it's the weekend. And so on my weekends, what I normally do is I do a workout, which I did start with a workout this morning. And I do a little bit of house cleaning. I, you know, wash the dishes, take out the trash, do any laundry. And I also like edit anything that I need to edit for next week. Like all of my reels, I'll edit any photos that I want to post. And I'll also film and get my videos together in a Dropbox folder and create a brief for my editor for YouTube. So yeah, that's what I have to do pretty much this weekend. I may be going to LA in a few days for an event. I'm just ironing things out. I don't want to mention it just yet, just in case it doesn't happen, but I have been invited to LA for a very special event, and hopefully I receive a dress in time and nothing goes wrong so that I'm able to go. But if I do, there will be an LA vlog coming up very soon. So yeah, today we're just around the house. I'm actually going to quickly go to Trader Joe's. I want to pick up some new flowers and create some floral arrangements around the house. It's been about 2 weeks since I've last done it, and I usually do it every 2 weeks. That's about how long the flowers last. And I always love Trader Joe's for flowers, but I normally go on a Tuesday when they refresh the flowers. And so I'm not sure if they'll have a good variety, being that it's a weekend currently, but we'll see. If they have enough, I'll do a few floral arrangements. And I also want to make my favorite salad. It's a like a roasted or a baked chicken salad with a few like raw veggies, and it's so good. I think you guys will love the recipe. So we're gonna make that and kind of prepare for just a few meals over the weekend and the start of next week, so I won't have to like worry about it. So yeah, I did a quick like everyday makeup look just because I want to look put together when I go to Trader Joe's. Every time I go to Trader Joe's, there's somebody fine up in there. Okay, it's someone fine up in there. And usually when I go on the weekends, I always see people that I never see during the week, because obviously they're probably working during the hours that I'm going. So I like to look a little cute. I tried a new powder today, and I'm actually really loving how yellow it is. It is from Huda Beauty. And I've tried this powder before, but like I'm really like loving it. I need to use it more often. It is the Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder from Huda Beauty, and it's in the color Kanafa. So this is it, in case you're wondering. I love how powdery it is and how it just really seeps right into your skin instead of sitting on your skin. And it did give me a very like nice bright under eye. But also I used a different concealer today as well. So let me show you that. It's from L'Oreal, and it is this. It's the L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. And what I like about this is that it has hyaluronic acid, which is great for like plumping, hydrating the skin, but it also has caffeine to like wake your skin up. And I feel like it works so well under the eye. Like I don't have any creasing or anything, which is incredible. So this is a really good combo if you're looking for a very good concealer that lifts and brightens and also like literally tightens your skin. And then a nice like yellow beautiful under eye. These two work very, very well together. They don't crease, they don't peel, they don't repel each other. Such a good combo. And I also like to use the L'Oreal True Match sometimes to treat my face. So anywhere I have hyperpigmentation or dark spots, I'll use a little bit of this in my actual skin tone and blend it and just go about my day instead of doing a full face of foundation, which is actually what I did today. I don't have any foundation on. I just concealed my dark marks and did an under eye, a little bit of blush, and a lip. So yeah, this is a great combo. If you're like new to makeup and you don't know what you're doing, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I just only know how to do my makeup and barely at that, but I'm getting better. This is like a fail proof. It's not gonna peel, it's not gonna crease. It'll work. These two work very well together. So I'll link them down below. The color that I got the L'Oreal True Match in is, does it say? N8. So it's like a neutral, medium deep, N8. So yeah, loving that combo. But I didn't want to go all out because, I mean, we're just going to the grocery store. While we're here, I have gotten quite a bit of PR in. I'm not going to show it all to you because I think I'm going to start doing like monthly favorites so that I have time to actually use the products and let you know which ones I like. But I've heard such amazing things about this brand that I really want to show you guys what I got in. So to start, this is a new fragrance brand. It's called Lore, and I've seen them on Instagram, and I have a few friends that have their fragrance as well. I know my girl Chi, brown girl Chi Smalls on Instagram and YouTube. I know she has one of their fragrances, and they did reach out to send me one. And so they were established in 2024, so they're not they're a super new fragrance brand, but like, how cute is this bag? And then this is one of their fragrances, and like, I just love how earthy everything is, like this cute little string tying everything together. I think this one is maybe like a mini, and then we have the large one inside. Let me read the card. It just says, greetings, each of our scents is a galaxy and we're the night sky. That makes you the first stars. XOXO Lore. So yeah, let's open this. Let's do a first impressions, and I'll link them down below in case you're looking for a new fragrance. Okay, so first up, I thought this was a miniature spray, but this is actually a candle, which is great because I do have a candelabra in my dining room. I showed you guys it. I got it from CB2, I believe. And so I can stick this right in there, and it's the same fragrance. How lovely. This is such a cool like gift. And now we have the fragrance Somewhere But Nowhere. I chose this one because I really liked the notes. Inside it says, have you met my friends and foes? It's me, myself, and I. So this is called Somewhere But Nowhere. I will put the notes on screen so you guys can check it out. But I'm really in love with the bottle. I love that it's glass, that it's an irregular shape. I love how organic it is, but it's also a little tough with the silver, like organic rectangular cap. And then just on the back, it has the fragrance name, Somewhere But Nowhere. And then in the front, it's embossed with the Lore name there. So let's do a first impressions because I definitely forgot which notes are in this. But even smelling the candle, it just reminds me of something. It's very deep. It smells like there's like cedar. Let me actually just grab the notes. And I wore this out the other day. Ooh, the atomizer is good. It comes out more like a very, very fine mist. Good projection. Wow, there's something fresh about it while it still smells very deep and woody. Wow, it's like when I smell it, I get this sense of like a faraway place that's very green and lush with rolling hills, with like the ocean in the distance, because there is a freshness about it that gives me like air, ocean, but there's a greenness that gives me like ferns and trees and bush. It's a really beautiful fragrance. Like, I feel like if you like a masculine leaning fragrance with a hint of green cleanness and like woody, you'll love this. I'm pretty sure all of their fragrances are unisex. I can definitely see a man wearing this as well as like a woman. There's a brightness about it, but it's still like deep, and I really, really love that. So if you want to check out a new fragrance brand, because it's, you know, the fragrance brands are few and far between, and then everybody starts really hopping on the bandwagon of one fragrance and then everybody smells the same. Definitely check out Lure. They have quite a few fragrances. I believe they have like 5 or 6, and it's just a beautiful experience. Yeah, this is like an everyday scent too. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily just for nighttime, although for me, I would definitely wear this like on a first date or a very like nighttime event. But it's light and fresh enough, like the dry down, that you could wear this every day. It's beautiful. So shout out to Lure for sending this over. You guys know I love a good fragrance, so happy to have it. And I really am in love with the packaging in this like amber brown bottle. So beautiful. All right, so let me get myself together and then we will head to Trader Joe's. Oh, and quickly before we go, I got some new items from ALEXIS BITTAR. You guys know I'm a huge fan of ALEXIS BITTAR. I always go to their New York Fashion Week presentation, and I think I will be going this season as well in a few weeks. So yeah, if you love the New York Fashion Week vlogs, let me know what kind of content you would like to see or you would like me to cover in those vlogs. Comment down below. But ALEXIS BITTAR, they have such incredible accessories. Look at this clutch. It has a little scissors that you can kind of hold it like so. This is definitely like an evening bag. It's in one of the season's hottest colors. This like cherry burgundy red. And I love that it has gold hardware. Look at this hardware. It's like molten gold. You can unzip that there. Comes with a dust bag. All of his bags come with a dust bag. And it also comes with this little shoulder strap that is in the same material. And I love a good like evening bag. I go to so many events here in Miami as well as in New York that sometimes, you know, a big bag just doesn't work. You need something a little smaller, a little daintier. And this is the shoulder strap. It's in that same beautiful material, almost like a, why can't I find the words? You guys, I'm creeping up on perimenopause and it's so hard for me to remember things sometimes, especially when it's close to like that time of the month. Patent leather, that's the word I was looking for. It's a beautiful patent leather with gold hardware. It is adjustable, and so I can just clip it on and wear it as a shoulder bag. But when bags are this little, I hardly ever wear them as a shoulder bag, but it's great that it does come with a strap. And yeah, it does have a little pocket in there for your like your cards or anything. But how cute is this? You can see the little ALEXIS BITTAR there. Like if you're just out on like a red carpet or on date night, this will also be so cute for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. And then they also sent me over a piece of jewelry. I feel like ALEXIS BITTAR is most known for their jewelry. And it came in this little sack here. And you guys, look at this. I have so many Alexis BITTAR pieces. Y'all know how I feel about Alexis BITTAR. Look at this gold bangle. I love the irregular shape. It is absolutely stunning. Like, if I end up going to this event in LA, I'll probably take this. How stunning is this? Look at the beautiful like diamonds shining. I'm pretty sure these aren't like actual diamonds. They're probably cubic zirconium or such, but it is like gold. It's so cool. It reminds me of the Tiffany bangle. That's so much money. Like, I just can't even think about getting that cuff. But this is like a different take on a cuff. It's so beautiful. I will link it down below in case any of you are interested in just very unique jewelry pieces, you know, that aren't just, not everybody's gonna have this. This is like a particular type of woman wears Alexis BITTAR, you know. In fact, let me show you my other bag from Alexis BITTAR, because it's very similar to the bag I just showed you guys. I have quite a few Alexis BITTAR pieces. So this is one of my favorite ones. This is also like a little clutch. And I don't know if he has a thing for scissors, but if you're like a hairstylist, then you need one of these bags. This also has a gold strap. But I've worn this quite a few times and I love this bag. I get so many compliments on it. So yeah, this has like a little gold shoulder strap in case you want to wear it that way. It has feet, but I like carrying it as a clutch and just like holding it by one of these like lucite and gold handles. And then I also have this clutch. Is probably one of my most worn clutches from Alexis BITTAR because it's so chic. It's like a leather snake print and you hold it like this. You like put your hand through this little hoop and it's just so elegant, so chic. Anytime I'm going to like a gala or, you know, a date night and I don't want to carry a huge bag and I'm not bringing my wallet, I will carry this and it's just so chic. And it does have quite a bit of room inside. It has the little magnets there. But it has enough room in there for your phone, for a card, and a lip gloss. You're good to go. This also comes with the same gold strap you saw in the last one where you can clip it in here and wear it. But of course, why would you not wear it like this? Like, this is the way you should wear it. It's so good. I will link all of these things down below. Alexis BITTAR. I mean, if you're looking for incredible accessories, jewelry, bags, you will love them. I can't wait to see the latest collection during New York Fashion Week. All right, let's head to Trader Joe's. I don't think I'm gonna take you guys with me, but when we get back, we're gonna cook one of my favorite meals. Hey y'all, I am back from Trader Joe's. I also went to like a specialty grocery store as well. I got a ton of flowers. The funny thing is, when I was in Trader Joe's picking out my flowers, there was another lady and she was watching what I was picking and she literally was like, what all did you get? And so I showed her all the flowers I got and she got the exact same one. And she was like, I can tell that you have an eye. I love how these colors go together. So I got some hydrangeas, some calla lilies, some, I don't know what these are. What else? I got some just regular lilies, some eucalyptus, some just a whole array. So we are gonna go ahead and make some arrangements later. This was the previous arrangement from, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's still, well, no, it's falling apart. But yeah. We are gonna do some arrangements, but I'm gonna go ahead and cook first. I'll show you guys what I got. I ended up getting a baguette because I do want to make a charcuterie board at some point next week. I got some dry black pepper salami for the charcuterie as well. I got my favorite salad dressing. I don't know if this is carried in every grocery store, but it's called Cindy's Kitchen. And this is their Mexican goddess dressing. And this is what I'm gonna use for my chicken salad that I'm gonna show you guys. It's so delicious. If you can find it, get it. I love a like green goddess dressing, and it's just really, really good. And pretty healthy as well. What else did I get? I got some tea. I've been wanting some green tea. I usually drink green tea like once or twice a week. And I got this one. It's called Honey Ginseng Green Tea, which is a daily green tea. And I'm just gonna bring everything close to the screen in case you wanna screenshot it or write the name down. Yeah, and I like how these tea bags look. This is one of my favorite brands for tea. It's called the Republic of Tea. And all of their canisters look like this, super nice. And let me show you what the tea bags look like. They're all round, like so, which is great. It's like the perfect serving. This smells so good. Maybe I'll make a green tea tonight before bed. That'll be nice. Green tea is like amazing for you. I got some chicken breast. So we're gonna season this and bake it. I think there are 3 chicken breasts in here, which is perfect. I will chop up 2 for salads and 1 I'll keep whole. I'll probably eat that as a meal at some point during the next few days. I got some baby wild arugula. This is gonna be for the chicken salad. You can really use any kind of green that you want, but I love like the pepperiness of arugula. It adds like a little bite. I got a few bananas because I do want to make blueberry banana muffins. I saw a recipe on Instagram where all you need is 2 bananas, 2 eggs, a cup of blueberries, and a cup of peanut butter. Mix it all together, bake it at 350 for 30 minutes, and it makes muffins that are really delicious and healthy, and you don't need any added sugar or flour or anything. So I definitely want to try and make that. Again, it's super easy. All you need is 2 bananas, 2 eggs. I wonder why this light is like so freaking bright. 2 bananas, 2 eggs, 1 cup of blueberries, 1 cup of peanut butter. Mix it all together. Pour it into like muffin pans. It usually makes about 6 to 7 muffins, and bake it. And yeah, I got a little bit of cilantro because I like to top my salads with cilantro. I got some shredded carrots to go in the salad, and I got cucumbers to go in the salad. I got 3 apples to also go in the salad. Not all 3, but I like to cut up 1 apple and put it in the salad as like the sweet portion of the salad. Like this meal is very sweet and savory. When you're buying apples, you want to look for the ones that have a sticker that starts with the number 9. When you're doing any of your grocery shopping really for fruits and veggies, if it starts with the number 9, that means it's 100% organic. Nothing has been added, it hasn't been like changed in any way, like DNA cellular wise, to create this. This is just a regular organic apple. And how you can tell is that it looks kind of dirty. It doesn't look as pretty. It doesn't look as super red. It doesn't have that shiny coat on it. Usually the very ugly apples are actually organic. So I don't ever really buy anything. So I try not to buy the ones that have the clear coating and all of the stuff on it. So look for the number 9. A lot of vegetables and things are letter 4, which is probably the next, I don't know if that's the next best one, but I got some organic strawberries for my fruit bowls, and I got some cashews as a quick little snack. I got some cashews for like a quick healthy snack, and some bacon. This is the uncured dry rub sliced bacon from Trader Joe's, and I love this bacon. Pork raised without antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, and minimally processed bacon. So that's everything. I'm gonna put everything away and then we'll get started cooking. And I'll show you how I make my favorite salad. And while the chicken is cooking, I'll go ahead and create some floral arrangements. Alright guys, so we have our 3 chicken breasts. I soaked them a little bit in some lime water and washed them off. And then I took a wooden spoon and I beat them within an inch of their life just to tenderize them a little bit. I usually try to get the thin sliced chicken breast, but I couldn't find them this time, so I just kind of softened them up a bit. I'm just gonna add, they're here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Really, you can use whatever you want, but I like to use a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just gonna saturate them a little bit in the olive oil, like kind of massaging them. And I have all of my favorite spices here. You can use whatever you like. I like to use a little garlic salt, chili powder, oregano, peppercorn, black and white, a little bit of lemon pepper. And then I have this, which actually my brother bought when he was visiting a few weeks ago. This is called Borsari Savory Blend, and it has herbs, thyme, lavender, spices infused in sea salt. So it's really delicious. So I don't actually use just salt in this mixture, but a little bit of the garlic salt and a little bit of the sea salt in here will add to the saltiness. I've really been trying to stay away from salt, from sodium, straight up sodium. So I use other things like lemon pepper. Lemon is very salty to get the salt flavor, but you can use any spices you want, just depending on what you want your chicken to taste like. So now that this is nice and oiled up, I'll take a knife and I'll add little slices so that the seasonings can kind of melt into the chicken. And it'll also help it to cook a little faster as well. It doesn't really matter if it's like pretty or not, because I'm just gonna end up cutting it up for the salad. So for the rest of this, I'll just add a little montage so you all can watch. Guys, the chicken is in the oven and I'm baking it at 400 for about 25 to 30 minutes. It already smells amazing. But while that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and do some floral bouquets for the week. Again, if you're new here, these really cool vases are from the brand Anissa Kermichi. They no longer make these, so maybe you can find it on the pre-love market, but this one is like a booty and a waist, and this is the previous bouquet. Still looking, you know, strong, but the lilies are definitely on their last leg. So we'll salvage what we can from these two, which will most likely be these like little yellow flowers. These are still really fresh and can kind of be reused. And really that's kind of all I want to use from these. So these are all of the new flowers. We'll pull these out. And then I like to keep this bag and put all the old flowers in them. And this week I feel like I spent about $50 on just flowers alone. Yeah, like 50 bucks, maybe $60 tops, which is why I really love just Trader Joe's, because their flowers, they'll last for about 2 weeks and they're pretty inexpensive. So, and this is for all of these flowers. So if you only have like one floral bouquet you want to do for yourself, you know, twice a month, you could do it for 20 bucks. So yeah, let's get started with this. I'll just end up showing you guys one that I do, and then I'll go around the house and show you all of the floral bouquets that I've created for the house. I have about 5 vases. They all go different places, so let's do it. Oh, I'm sure you noticed that I changed into a house dress. Another thing that I like to do is I wear house dresses. Like anytime I'm in the house, I have like house clothes. And I try not to wear my outside clothes inside, especially if I sit somewhere or something. I was definitely raised like that, to not be in the house with my outside clothes on. So as soon as I get in the house and I want to make myself comfortable, I throw on a house dress or a robe or something that I only wear in the house. And I'm sure you guys have seen tons of my house dresses. I get a lot of them from Skims. If you don't shop at Skims, I know a lot of you don't support the Kardashians. That's fine with me. Spend your money however you like to. There is Quince, who also has like the same rib knit dresses that you see me wear a lot. And they're a lot more affordable than Skims, and they have the exact same quality. So I'll link those. This one is one of my favorites from Wolford. And they had a collaboration with Numero 21, which I'm not even sure if that brand is still around. But Wolford has really nice little house dresses. I get a lot of my robes from Fille Noel. Those robes are very, very expensive. They're beautiful. They're black owned. But I know they're, you know, the price of them, you got to save up. It's like a month's rent or a mortgage payment. But if you can save up for one and you want a really nice gift for yourself one year, I would highly recommend them. The quality is stellar. If that one is out of your price range, I would definitely try Soma Intimates. They have incredible silk robes. Most of them are under like 200 bucks. So yeah, I will link all of my favorite I'm in the house and I want to feel fabulous and look good pieces. Because I just feel like when you're in your home, you should feel good. You shouldn't feel confined. I never wear jeans in the house. You should feel fabulous, even if you're just at home. Like when I put this dress on, I actually went and sprayed a new perfume on myself because I just like to feel like a queen in my house. And it's another way of like romanticizing my life. I think I'm gonna make a video, like a sit down video of all of the things I do to romanticize my life and just make my life fun and make my life beautiful. It does something to my spirit to see beautiful floral arrangements in my home. So I make it my business to do them twice a month. Every 2 weeks, I'll spend 20 to 40 bucks on flowers and just, you know, spend that time creating something beautiful that I can look at and smell every day when I enter my home. And it's just nice. It's a nice thing to do for yourself. I also used to never get myself flowers. I used to always wait for someone else to get flowers for me. And then I would only have like, I would only get flowers maybe once, twice a year. And then I just stopped waiting. I stopped waiting for someone to acknowledge that I love flowers and to send me flowers. I feel like the only man who's, well, I've had a few boyfriends send me flowers, but I would have to tell them I like flowers. I would love for you to send me flowers. A lot of brands send me flowers, which I love that. And then like my dad will send me flowers every now and then. My mom too. So yeah, I mean, don't wait for someone to send you flowers. Go get them yourself, you know, for yourself. It does something good for your spirit. So enough talking. I have all of my vases here, clean and washed. Let's create something beautiful. Alright guys, so that was super therapeutic doing my floral arrangements. My chicken is almost done, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up everything else that's gonna go into the salad. We're gonna have some arugula in the salad, shredded carrots, red apple, cucumber, and a little bit of cilantro, and then the chicken. So I'm just gonna cut about a fourth or a third of this cucumber and cut my apple up into little squares. And what I like to do is whatever extra I have, I'll put them in these little jars so that when I'm ready to make another salad, I already have like all of the bits of apple and cucumber that I need. I got these glass jars with wooden tops from Amazon. They come in a set of 6. Super great for like overnight oats, for yogurt, for just any little things that you need to keep nicely stored away. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut up the apple and the cucumber and put them into the jar. All right, guys, so I'm all done with my favorite salad with blackened chicken. Really just using any of your favorite seasonings, but definitely use chili powder because it just gives it that delicious taste. We have some arugula, carrots, cucumbers, apples, a sprinkling of chopped cilantro, and then my favorite Mexican goddess salad dressing, and it looks so delicious. The chicken came out perfectly, and it's like a sweet, savory salad. And I have 2 more chicken breasts, so I can make this again tomorrow for lunch or for dinner, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So if you try this out, let me know. It's very easy. It's super filling. Like if you eat this for lunch, you will be nice and full all day. It has fiber, it has protein, really just has everything you need. So I'm about to enjoy this, watch a little more Bridgerton and relax, but I'm gonna go ahead and end off this vlog. But I hope you guys enjoyed spending a couple days here in Miami with me. I have linked everything you've seen in today's video down below in the description box. All of the like products I used on my body, on my face this morning. I have this new serum from Primera. They make the face mask that I love so much. It's a Korean skincare brand, and I've been using their serum as well, and your girl is glowing. I mean, this is some makeup on top, but you know, your girl is glowing. So yeah, I'm so happy to be back in the swing of things, in the swing of vlogging. And yeah, I missed you guys. So if you enjoyed today's video, give your girl a thumbs up. If you are new here, subscribe, join the Steele fam, and you know, create a beautiful life with your girl. And also turn on your notifications so that you never miss a video. Love you guys. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.